For God is love. Now, there it is. The medieval saw this, the medieval theologians. It's the pivotal text of New Testament revelation. If God's name in the Old Testament is being, Moses said, hey, what do I tell the Israelites when they ask what your name is? And God said, I am who I am. And from that comes that wonderful tradition of naming God as being itself. Correct, of course. But St. Bonaventure argued in the Middle Ages, there's an even higher name of God, and it's delivered to us here. God is love. What is the being of God? Love. Now see, look what follows, everybody. Chesterton saw this. From this doctrine follows the Trinity. For if love is not just something God does, not just one of God's activities or attributes, all the religions say some version of that, but only Christianity says that God is love. Well, that means within the unity of God, there has to be someone who loves, someone who is loved, and the love that they share. And so we speak of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. If God just has love, or love is something he does, I wouldn't need to appeal to the Trinity. But if he is love, that's his own most nature, then I have to speak of lover, beloved, and shared love. Do you see now why this is speaking to us of the Holy Spirit? The Holy Spirit is the love that God is. And that's why if we love one another, we will the good of one another. We're coming to know God, not in a detached scientific way, but we're coming to know God by means of real participation in him. Again, everyone who loves is begotten by God and knows God. Authentic love is the fruit of the Holy Spirit operating in you. So yes, sometimes in an extraordinary way through tongues and these charismatic manifestations, but in the ordinary, even though it's not really ordinary at all, love, when it really breaks out, is the most extraordinary thing. But when we really love, that's the sign that the Holy Spirit is operative in us. Now listen to this. In this is love, not that we have loved God, but that he has loved us. There's that principle that the theologians call the love of predilection. The divine love always comes first. See, if I speak of, I love God, I'm seeking God, I'm interested in God, well, see, that can become my project pretty quickly. That's religion, if you want. That's what all religions have in common. But then there's this claim. It's not that we've loved God, but that God has loved us. Now, what does it mean? It means the Holy Spirit is alive in us. The Holy Spirit has been given to us as a gift. What does the risen Christ do with his apostles? But he breathes on them and he says, receive the Holy Spirit. It's not that we've loved God, it's that God has loved us. That's the Spirit in us.